Assalamu alaikum. The bond between a husband and wife is one of the most beautiful signs of Allah, built on love, peace, and compassion. But what happens when disputes arise? How does the Quran guide us to navigate these challenges and preserve the sanctity of marriage? Today, we'll explore the comprehensive guidance the Quran offers on resolving marital conflicts, understanding the rules of divorce, and protecting our relationships from external evils. First, let's look at how to handle disagreements. The Quran provides a step-by-step process in Surah An-Nisa. Verse 34, Allah instructs that if you fear disobedience from your wife, the first step is gentle advice. Talk to her, explain your concerns with kindness and wisdom. The goal is always correction, not punishment. If that doesn't resolve the issue, the next step is a temporary separation in the marital bed. The final step mentioned in the verse, which many scholars interpret as a light, symbolic tap, is highly discouraged and seen as an absolute last resort, never to cause injury. But what if the dispute escalates? Surah An-Nisa verse 35 provides the solution. Arbitration. If you fear a breach between the couple, appoint one arbitrator from the husband's family and one from the wife's family. The verse beautifully states that if both parties genuinely desire reconciliation, Allah will bring them together. This emphasizes community involvement and the shared desire for peace. The foundation of marriage, as highlighted in Surah Ar-Rum, verse 21, is to find tranquility, love, and mercy in each other. This is the ultimate goal. Furthermore, Surah Bakarah, verse 228, establishes that women have rights similar to the rights of men over them, in a just and reasonable manner, emphasizing mutual respect and responsibility in the relationship. So, the Quranic path to resolving disputes is clear. Start with kind advice, then a cooling-off period, and if needed, bring in family arbitrators to help mediate. The primary goal is always to restore peace and harmony. Now, let's discuss a more hidden threat to marital harmony: the influence of disbelief and magic. The Quran is very clear about this, particularly in Surah Al-Baqarah. The verse highlights one of the most devastating effects of magic, causing separation between a husband and wife. The Quran says they learned from them that by which they caused division between a man and his wife. This shows that one of the primary targets of this evil is the sacred bond of marriage, a relationship meant to be filled with love and tranquility. Magic can sow seeds of doubt, hatred, and suspicion where there was once affection, leading to a breakdown of the family. However, the verse immediately follows with a crucial reminder of faith. But they could not harm anyone except by Allah's permission. This is a fundamental belief for every Muslim. No matter how powerful any magic or evil may seem, it has no effect without the will and decree of Allah. The consequences for those who practice magic are severe. The Quran states that whoever buys into this practice will have no share in the hereafter. They trade their eternal bliss for temporary, harmful tricks in this world. So, how do we protect ourselves? The Quran and Sunnah have given us powerful tools. First and foremost is complete trust, or tawakkul in Allah. Second is the regular recitation of the Mu'awwidhatayn Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas. In these surahs, we directly seek refuge in Allah from the evil of those who practice magic. Third, reciting Ayatul Kursi, verse 255 of Surah Al-Bakarah, is a fortress against Satan and all evils. By holding on to these spiritual practices, we build a shield of divine protection around our homes and our hearts. Ayatul Kursi, known as the greatest verse of the Quran, is a profound declaration of Allah's magnificent power and knowledge. It begins, Allah, there is no deity except Him, the ever-living, the sustainer of all existence. For He is the Most High, the Most Great. Reciting this verse fills the heart with awe and strengthens one bids, I'm in providing from all harm. While Islam emphasizes preserving marriage, it also provides a clear, just, and compassionate framework for divorce when a relationship is no longer viable. Divorce is considered the most disliked of all permissible acts, and the Quranic guidelines are designed to ensure it is a last resort, handled with dignity and fairness. The most detailed rules are found in Surah At-Talaq and Surah At-Talaq. Firsatu outlines the correct procedure. Divorce should be pronounced when the wife is in a state of purity, meaning she is not menstruating and the couple has not been intimate during that cycle. This timing is crucial as it prevents hasty emotional decisions. The verse also commands husbands to calculate the iddat, or the waiting period. However, a third divorce is final. And that marriage also ends in divorce or the death of the second husband. This strict rule serves as a powerful deterrent against taking divorce lightly and treating it like a revolving door. It forces couples to understand the gravity of their words and actions. A common question is about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, giving dates as dowry, while the Quran commands giving a dowry in Surah An-Nisa. Verse 4, the specifics of the Prophet's marriages come from Hadith and Sirah. There isn't a Quranic verse detailing this. In his time, dates were a staple food and a form of wealth. He approved of giving dates, grains, or their equivalent value as dowry. There's a famous hadith where a companion had nothing to offer, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, asked if he had even an iron ring. When he said no, the Prophet allowed the marriage to proceed in exchange for the man teaching his wife some verses of the Quran. This beautifully illustrates the spirit of Mara. It's a gift of love and commitment, not a price tag. The Prophet's own marriages lesser a dowry of around 500 silver dirhams, but he always promoted simplicity for his community. The principle is to give something of value, willingly and happily, without creating a financial burden. In summary, the Quran provides a complete code of conduct for our marital lives, from building love and resolving disputes with wisdom, to protecting our unions from harm and navigating the difficult path of divorce with justice and compassion. It's a guidance system designed to create strong, peaceful, and loving families. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Quranic wisdom. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. May Allah bless all our relationships. Assalamu alaikum.